Hey, this is ToxicDrugge from the Druggy Trio, which is right now currently the Druggy Duo. It's just me and an original Druggy. I'm doing a deck profile right now on my ritual variant. I call it Gishki variant most of the time. It's a very simple deck, but it runs in an interesting way as it loops through a lot, and it's almost like a budget hornet, or not budget hornet, a budget hunter, except for the fact that instead of sending to the deck or sending to the grave, it sends to the deck. But to get this started, we're gonna go monsters first. I run one Gishki Mindagus.
This is a seasick whore with herpes.
Reason I run this is I don't run Pot of Avarice, and it can cycle through spells and traps as well. So I can cycle through my Aquamere if I don't have a ritual engrave. I run 3 Goose Croque, Evigishki Goose Croque.
3 more seasick whores with herpes.
This is my wind-up hunter of the deck. It reveals 2 from your opponent's hand. You can then select one of those and send it back to the deck. So you can get rid of some of their Dark Worlds, some of their wind-ups, some of the more important cards, and it just allows for constant looping with some of the other cards that I'm going to say later. I run 2 Gishki Beast. Only reason I run this is mainly for an emergency. Like if I can't seem to draw into the loop or they've popped off my chance of doing the loop, I can use this and another level 4 that's in my graveyard to go into Utopia or some of my other defensive cards. I run 3 Tefnuit, Holy Mark or Heroic Dragon Tefnuit. This is my ritual fodder, and with it allows me to get the 2 Watt Meter Dragons that I run from my hand, deck, or graveyard. Because oddly enough, the number one reason I built this deck is because it is the number one reason I use these is because of the tributing that it requires for the ritual, and it allows you to exceed into a lot of rank 6s that are going to be coming out, that are already out, and it gives you some field control with some of the 6s that are out now. And they're all most of them are high beaters, so you can swing over some of their important things and deal a lot of damage. I only run 1 Vision Gishki, mainly because I have 4 of the ritual monsters in here. I don't want to run more visions and draw into them and not have any rituals engrave. Another good effect about it is if I don't have a Tefnuit in hand, I can easily just use this as the whole ritual fodder and get a level 6 out quite fast. I run 3 Shadow. 3 Shadow will allow me to get my Aquamere. It's also a target for Gishki Beast for the rank 4 exceed. It does the same thing as Vision. It can count as the whole fodder for the ritual. And as you can see, I have 3 different versions. I have the Hidden Arsenal, I have a DT, and I have a Proxy. I'm trying to DT out the deck, so hit me up if you have any of the DTs of the cards that I seem to be missing or want. I also run 3 Gishki Abyss. I run this. This can get the whole loop going. This can cycle. This is this ignition to the whole start, and that would be the original Druggy that's part of the duo, who's trying to eat my cards like a douche. Another good thing about Gishki Abyss is if I can somehow manage to get another one on field or get another... Stop it. another or my Vision Gishki up, I can easily go into Gachi and swing over some of the higher stuff, like the constant Grapha loop in the Dark Worlds these days. Onto spells, I run Staples, I run Monster Reborn, Dark Hole,
He's lying.
Heavy Storm,
He's lying.
Book of Moon. I only run 2 MSTs. I don't like the MSTs in here, but I needed filler, and some people are starting to run Skill Drain and Royal Decree and stuff like that, and I want to pop off some of the scarier back row, hopefully. I run 2 Salvage. 2 Salvage so I can get my needed Abyss, needed Shadow, or needed Vision Gishki out of my grave. And I believe, yeah, and I can grab Abyss as well. Or, not Abyss. Beast. I can grab Beast as well so that I can exceed for an emergency. I run 2 Ascending Soul. I was kind of iffy at this card at first, but it allows for a more consistent loop. In that if I use the Tefnuit, I can get it back in hand with the Ascending Soul effect and continue the loop at a longer pace and get rid of more of my opponent's hand and keep my field presence up without the Dark Hole in hand. 3 Heroic Seal of Convocation to grab my Tefnuits. You know, simple as that. 3 Aquamere. It's required for the deck to even work. It's required for any Gishki deck to work, so it's a staple in Gishkis. And then 3 Preparation of Rites. I'm sorry about the breaths. I gotta kind of keep the mic close to my mouth. It's about midnight here. I'm not really looking at the time because I'm using my camera on my laptop. But 3 Preparation.
7 minutes and 12 seconds.
3 Preparation of Rites, because I can grab my Aquamere that's in my grave, as well as grab a level, level 7 or lower ritual monster, which is all of my ritual Gishki, Eva Gishkis. They're all level 6, so this allows for also a more consistent loop. I only run 3 traps. 2 Mind Crush, because if I can get both of these on field and hold up for 1 turn, and they don't have any back row, I can do the Goose Croquet loop, and for every revealed card that I don't send back to the deck, I can just Mind Crush it and send it to the graveyard. So it also allows you to get rid of more of their hand. And 1 Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment only to protect my needed XYZs or my needed ritual monsters. For an extra deck, it's kind of simple. It mainly runs rank 6s, but I run 1 Cataster, 1 Black Rose, 1 Bryonic, and 1 Stardust. These are very the only reason I run these is in case they send like Formula Synchron or TG Wonder Magician, I think it's called. Oh, sorry about that. So that I can synchro into some of these and help protect some of my monsters. 1 Gachi for the Abyss and Visions. 1 Thunderclap Knight Gaia Dragoon.
Thunderclap!
Reason I run this is in case any of my more importants run out of material, I can keep it on field by throwing this over a rank 5 or rank 6. Another good thing about it is it doesn't use up its material, which is okay in some cases and bad in some cases. But the number one thing I like about it is its piercing damage. With the piercing damage, if they have the face down in defense and I can go for game, I'm going to overlay for this and swing in for game. 1 Inzektor Exabeetle. It's a rank 6. I can get it out. It's great against Hornets because you can just grab their Gigamantis, their Hornet, and use it against them. I also use it to grab some of my, even if they're not using those, I use it to grab some of their more important things, and then pop off some of their other important things on field. Oh, excuse me. I run one Lavalval chain. The reason I run the Lavalval chain is it also helps make the loop more consistent as to get the specific card I need on top of my deck, or in my graveyard for Gishki Beast purposes. But that's the only reason I would use that. This is actually a new one, and I want to get it as soon as I can. I can't think of what set it comes out in, but it's a rank 4 Jin monster based off of music. It's their Maestro, and it's 2300 defense, 1800 attack, but the attack isn't what I'm worried about, and the defense is okay, but it's not what I'm really worried about. You can use it to protect your Jin, or it's like Gachi. If it's swung at, you can pop off a material to keep it on field. I'm remembering what its other effect is you can detach an XYZ material to target one of your opponent's face-up attack position monsters, their Grapha, their Hunter, or something like that, and put it in a face-down defense position. Then overlay for Gaia Dragoon onto one of my rank 6s and swing for high damage. Utopia, just for emergencies. Utopia Ray for an even bigger emergency. But one of the main ones I like is it's called Photon Streak Bouncer. It's coming out in the new Galactic Overlord set. It's great against Stardust or Wind Up Hunter. It's really great against the meta that does effects on field, because you can detach, negate, and destroy, and then deal 1,000 damage to your opponent instantly. And it's 2,700 attack, so along with Gachi, that's 3,100. It can get over some of their higher attack monsters and deal massive damage. My last 3 are all the same. It's called Stellar Patalomus M7. It's the #1 exceeded 4 monster in this deck, because you can detach to grab from your grave and put one monster in your hand. You can target one monster on either side of the field and return it to the owner's hand, or target one monster in your opponent's graveyard and return it to their hand. So it can get rid of some of the higher beaters like Grapha or something like that when you need to swing for game, or get rid of their XYZs that are annoying. But that's basically the deck. I've rarely lost against it, but I mean, as of lately, it's crapped out on me on Dueling Network, but I'm not going to give up on it. I'm really going to try and build this and rare it out as much as I can. So if you can, please try and hit me up about the higher rarity of these cards. Mainly DTs is what I'm worried about. But this is ToxicDrugge in the Druggy duo now. I'll hit you up later.